you hear from him again, okay? Say I say hello.
Exactly.
Man, take for man,
Continue,
call it
bro.
afternoon, Baba. Enjoy your night, okay? If you sleep off
Thank,
and the alarm no wake you at
thank
4,
you.
you've done well. You've actually made that known. Just so you know.
Hey,
Have a good one, Baba. Yes, sir.
man.
See, I'm going to finish my story later this evening. Like, I'm going to finish the rest of the stuff this evening. But this caller was big before the last caller, but the call got kind of like a cut off. So he's back. Here. Hello.
Yeah, I'm back because I'm calling you now for the 17th time. Thank you very much,
bless
Mr.
you.
Mayego. Good
I'm glad you didn't give
afternoon.
up
Good
because I've been
afternoon,
saying it
Mr.
and I'm
Mayego. I
like,
didn't give up.
how are you, sir?
I didn't give up. I'm fine because I have somebody by me who wanted to ask you a question, actually.
Oh.
You know, but he has gone. He has left. But it's no problem. He left this question
Right.
by me. I want to ask you that I saw or that we saw on the YouTube
Right.
that the Boko Harams in the northern part of the country, they are importing guns, sophisticated machine guns into Nigeria. And we also saw some videos of very heavy military armor cars with bulletproof. You know?
Right.
Do you know how these people do that?
Well, I have no idea of this particular information, but based on the publicly available information about how gun runners run things, here is my own sort of like a verified version that you two can work on too, right? So when it comes to the weapons, gun runners who are mostly Westerners, right? They have ways of getting paid and how they supply the weapons. So one of their ways of supplying their weapons is by doing drop-off. We have had instances where unmarked or better still unnamed aircraft like choppers have been spotted in the thicker forest of Sambisa, for example, twice, right? Dropping what people considered as, weapons. And when it comes to vehicles, vehicular parts, I believe that most of the vehicles that you will see in the hands of these terrorists, especially Boko Haram, they were vehicles they took from Nigerian army, Chadian army, Nigerian army, and what have you, because they are also very much present in Cameroon, Chad, Niger, and Mali, right? So they also engage in the military there. They take their weapons. So then another way they get their weapons is when they attack armories of the military. When they kill the military guys, they destroy most of their weapons and they take some. So these are the few known medium, because we don't have full evidence, but we believe that the theory makes sense that the gun runners, most of them don't get paid in cash. They get paid with mineral resources, in which most areas where you see the terrorism in Nigeria, where they are actually really very strong, they are mineral-rich areas where illegal mining are going on. And Chinese, especially Chinese, have been spotted in these areas severally. I'm saying this because these are open, publicly available information. You get me now? So there are ransom payments. It is also believed that when you take a look at the terrorists, I mean, some of them that have been apprehended, either by the locals or even the authority, right? We've discovered that this couldn't be those who have collected trillions of naira from Nigerians and Nigerian government as ransom. So they must have other sponsor behind the scene that actually takes the money from them and supply them weapons. So these are just most of the info I can give, and they are openly available, right?
They're openly available, okay.
Where you can even get pointers where all these incidents happened, like areas where they dropped weapons in the forest or they attacked the armory of the country. Nigeria have suffered that in their hands like about 15 times. They've emptied Nigerian armory several times, right?
Wow.
So,
okay.
Anyway.
Wow.
Any other thing there?
No, it's just cool because I was thinking that you can just import or export some stuff into Nigeria just like that.
Import
some stuff into.
No, they don't.
Yeah, because when you see these things on Yeah.
So what there are, you see how the gun runner, okay, maybe I should tell you again how the gun runners themselves get their guns, right? From the, again, publicly available information. For example, when Gaddafi fell in Libya that year, so what happened then was that most of the major armory, in fact, it was recorded that they had more guns than human beings in Libya at the time.
Wow.
That simply means that like there was a chance that over 60 million AK-47 guns and other kind of ammunitions left Libya. And they ended up, there are those who mock them. They collected, they buy them and resell them to terrorists. They are called gun runners. So this amount of guns, right, that has infiltrated the rest of West Africa is so massive that the effects probably will take decades, right? So including other, military grade weapons, rocket launchers, and what have you, that left Libya. It was massive. Then there are others who are like the Romanians and what have you, who are also, right, they pretend to be merchants. Meanwhile, on their vessels, they have weapons that they also take to some hotspot areas, drug cartels, terrorists, and all that. It's a massive stuff, Baba. That's the world we live in.
Yeah, I can imagine. It was very interesting. It was just very interesting to watch, And then somebody was just asking how.
I mean,
so
people
serious,
wonder, how did they get their guns, this and that? No, they don't import per se. No, they don't. There are others who are like smugglers, who work with smugglers. So when they get these guns from all these other African countries or maybe Europe or what have you, so they package them in containers and, they may put other stuff in the container and they will just list them as, so that's what they have in the container. But meanwhile, half of the container is gone. In Nigeria, they've managed to intercept, at least in the news. If you Google that, you're likely going to see up to like maybe 3-4 times that Nigeria intercepted these gun, weapon-laden trucks. But God knows how many of them that got in before those ones got through. But they don't really import them like, oh, we are importing guns. No.
You can imagine. You can imagine. But could it also be that these people during the elections, they also give some to the stocks to terrorize the citizens? Because how come the Nigerians,
100%.
how come the Nigerian citizens have guns for them, to mob, to disrupt elections and other stuff?
See, that's another question again that is now out of the terrorists and their suppliers. Politicians use the diplomatic cover. That's how Nigeria has got into so terrible. An example is the Ogun State governor, the former Ogun State governor, Ibekule Amosun. He ordered, listen to this, so he ordered AK-47 as well. He ordered over 5,000 AK-47 and more than 10 million round of life ammunition, bullets.
Right? Wow.
And he got this under the cover of funding and supporting the police, which is like under
Can you imagine?
Cover. So Nigerian military, Nigeria this and that, whatever it is that got involved, I have no idea. The guy got all those guns into Ogun State and he stored them in Ogun State government house. Do you know something? When he was leaving, he attempted to install his own Stuji as governor. He had all the courts in Ogun State. They all have guns everywhere in Ogun State. So when the election became so hot, it was more or less like it was going to succeed, but something happened. Within his own party, Oshiomole, who was their party chairman then, right? Just somehow was Tifnumbu's guy, and Tifnumbu wanted somebody else to be that governor, and that was how the dubious Dapo, the current governor, became governor. So immediately Amosun lost out. You know what he did?
Yeah.
He called the commissioner of police to the government house in a small ceremony. He said he wanted to hand over some weapons he bought for police. And this was weapons he took delivery of 5 years ago. He's been using it. Do you understand what I mean? 5 years before he announced that, he made that announcement. The day the police commissioner came to his office, he handed over 1,140 AK-47. What happened to the remaining 3,800 or so? Gone.
Yeah.
He handed over 2 million live round of ammunition, bullets. 2 million
and about 10 million
to Ogun State Police Command. and they make it a ceremony. Nobody asked, what happened to the remaining 8 million life round of ammunition in the hands of their boys? So politicians do that. Now, if you look at that's Ogun State, think of Lagos, think of Imo, think of Kano, think of Jigawa, think of other places where these guys are also replicating same. So the infiltration of small arms in Nigeria was pretty much facilitated by politicians. In that one that you have in the hands of cultists, the ones you have in the hand of terrorists, that one is done by those who are at the higher level, who are using public and who are using government cover to cover that up. It is complicated. It is. Baba. Oh.
You have done much, Manigo. You have done much to the topic. I appreciate you. Once again, thank you so much. Thank you very much. Okay, you have a great afternoon, my brother.
Yes, sir. Enjoy the rest of the day, okay? And thank you so much for calling in. That's why we're going to draw the curtains, okay? Everyone. You should take this last minute, okay, to like the broadcast if you haven't already. Share it as well if you haven't. And subscribe. And please, you possibly should search and be sure that Mayego will be live. Because I am likely going to be, right? I don't know how long this is going to take, but please search and make sure that I'm actually not live before you throw the remote away. Thanks for your time this afternoon. I'll tell you the rest of the OGs later this evening, okay? Enjoy the rest of your day. Good afternoon.
Mayegun làwa mọ̀ làmọ̀ tó dòdòdò.
Mayegun Diary Nayibi #1.
Mayegun làwa mọ̀ làmọ̀ tó dòdòdò.
Mayegun Diary Nayibi #1.
Mayegun ti dé o ọ̀rẹ́ ara ìlú.
Mayegun Diary Nayibi #1.
Lórí Facebook, lórí YouTube.
Mayegun Diary Nayibi #1.
Gbogbo bó ṣe ń lọ ni Mayegun já wa sí.
Mayegun Diary Nayibi #1.
Àṣírí ọ̀jẹ̀lú kì í bò níbẹ̀ o.
Mayegun Diary Nayibi #1.
Bó bá ṣe eré àní Mayegun máa wí.
Mayegun Diary Nayibi #1.
Ó sì tún ṣe eré wàá gbọ́ níbẹ̀ o.
Mayegun Diary Nayibi #1.
Mayegun Diary politico.
Mayegun Diary Nayibi #1.
Godfatherism kò sí lọ́rọ̀ Mayegun.
Mayegun Diary Nayibi #1.
Ẹ farabalẹ̀ sẹ́ o kẹgọ́rọ̀ lẹ́nu o.
Mayegun Diary Nayibi #1.
Àní Mayegun làwa mọ̀ tó dòdòdò.
Mayegun Diary Nayibi #1.
Àní ẹ̀sùn ràkì.
Mayegun ti dé. Mayegun ti dé.
Ọ̀jẹ̀lú ẹ̀sùn ràkì.
Mayegun ti dé.
Àní ẹ̀sùn ràkì.
Mayegun ti dé.
Lórí Facebook.
Mayegun ti dé.
Àní ẹ̀sùn ràkì.
Mayegun ti dé.
Lórí YouTube.
Mayegun ti dé.
Àní ẹ̀sùn ràkì.
Mayegun ti dé.
Bọ́ bàbá gbé wúrẹ́.
Mayegun máa bí.
Àní ẹ̀sùn ràkì.
Mayegun ti dé.
Ijó ìgbádìyẹ.
Mayegun máa bí.
Àní ẹ̀sùn ràkì.
Mayegun ti dé.
Bí pẹ̀sìdó bá rúfin o.
Mayegun máa bí.
Àní ẹ̀sùn ràkì.
Mayegun ti dé.
Bí gómìnà kówó jẹ.
Mayegun máa bí.
Àní ẹ̀sùn ràkì.
Mayegun ti dé.
Ọlọ́pàá tí ń gba rìbá.
Mayegun máa bí.
Àní ẹ̀sùn ràkì.
Mayegun ti dé.
Aṣòfin tí ń rúfin o.
Mayegun máa bí.
Àní ẹ̀sùn ràkì.
Mayegun ti dé.
Òpùrọ́ olóṣèlú.
Mayegun máa bí.
Àní ẹ̀sùn ràkì.
Mayegun ti dé.
ọ̀jẹ̀lú ẹ̀ súnra kì
Máyégún ti dé.
àní ẹ̀ súnra kì
Máyégún ti dé.
Máyégún ti dé gbogbo ọ̀jẹ̀lú ẹ̀ súnra kì. Máyégún ti dé gbogbo ọ̀jẹ̀lú ẹ̀ súnra kì. Ṣùgbọ́n ní bá ti ṣe èyí tó yẹ kí wọ́n ṣe ọmọ bá dèrò ní fi wọ́n níran o.
Máyégún ti dé. Gbogbo ọ̀jẹ̀lú ẹ̀ súnra kì. Máyégún ti dé. Gbogbo ọ̀jẹ̀lú ẹ̀ súnra kì. Ṣùgbọ́n ní bá ti ṣe èyí tó yẹ kí wọ́n ṣe ọmọ bá dẹ̀rọ̀ ò ní fi wọ́n níran.
Wọ́n fowó bẹ́ẹ̀ o Máyégún ó sọ pé wọ́n ò bẹ́ẹ̀. Wọ́n fowó bẹ́ẹ̀ Máyégún ó sọ pé wọ́n ò bẹ́ẹ̀. Oníkan ṣáàtì ṣe èyí tó yẹ kí wọ́n ṣe fáwọn ará ìlú tó gbé wọn débẹ̀ o.
Máyégún ti dé. Gbogbo ọ̀jẹ̀lú ẹ̀ súnra kì. Máyégún ti dé. Gbogbo ọ̀jẹ̀lú ẹ̀ súnra kì. Ṣùgbọ́n ní bá ti ṣe yìí tó yẹ kí wọ́n ṣe ọmọ bá dẹ̀rọ̀ ò ní fi wọ́n níran.
Ha! Kì máa yí ṣeré ọ̀rọ̀ yìí kì í ṣẹ̀fẹ̀. Kì máa yí ṣeré ọ̀rọ̀ yìí kì í ṣẹ̀fẹ̀. Ẹni bá ti lè lẹ́bọ̀ lẹ́rù o ọmọ bá dèrò kàṣà ìtú wọn síta.
Máyégún ti dé. Gbogbo ọ̀jẹ̀lú ẹ̀ súnra kì. Máyégún ti dé. Gbogbo ọ̀jẹ̀lú ẹ̀ súnra kì. Ṣùgbọ́n ní bá ti ṣe yìí tó yẹ kí wọ́n ṣe ọmọ bá dẹ̀rọ̀ ò ní fi wọ́n níran.
Tẹnitẹni ọmọ Máyégún ọ̀rẹ́ ara ìlú mọ̀mọ́ ni mo fọlọ́hún sọ ẹ̀ bá kìlẹ́bù. Lóòótọ́ olódodo ìlú ọ̀tá ìlú mọ̀mọ́ ni ìwọ ṣá máa ń ṣọ́ra kò sì mọ́ bẹ̀rù. Bọ́tà ń lè rí bóníṣègùn lé káwọn mọ̀mọ́ fi ṣera wọn ni ó ti dẹrùn tí wọn ò gbọ́dọ̀ sì mọ́ bẹ̀. Èèpo ọ̀bọ lọmọ bá dérò tàjẹ́ ò gbọ́dọ̀ jẹ́ ó ti dọba lórí àbínú ẹni kò sì mọ́ fòyà. Àìsíwọ̀lú ní ẹnìkẹ́ ìgbódì ẹyin lábàrá o ó kó ẹni tó bá dán o àkàmù. Máyégún ti dé gbogbo ọ̀jẹ̀lú ẹ̀ túnra kì. Máyégún ti dé gbogbo ọ̀jẹ̀lú ẹ̀ túnra kì o. Ẹni bá ti ṣe yìí tó yẹ kí wọ́n ṣe ọmọ bá dèrò òní fi wọ́n níran o.
Máyégún ti dé. Gbogbo ọ̀jẹ̀lú ẹ̀ súnra kì. Máyégún ti dé. Gbogbo ọ̀jẹ̀lú ẹ̀ súnra kì. Ṣùgbọ́n ní bá ti ṣe yìí tó yẹ kí wọ́n ṣe ọmọ bá dẹ̀rọ̀ ò ní fi wọ́n níran.